morning. Where I start that. Alright, good morning. Let's take a look at what we did last week, or basically yesterday. I thought we're gonna go up. Even maybe like a 1.2%. Obviously it's in the video. I removed everything, I cleared out a little bit. What's happening right now is, well, that didn't happen. We lost the psychological level right there. Then we continued down, we grabbed some liquidity, which this ends at 64,235.2 to the teeth. Now, what I think is going to happen, um, well, we might just continue down. There's three possible scenarios for me, three probabilities. First one, we'll continue to range here. Okay. Second one is we're gonna lose the navy blue line 65673, which we're trying to, linger around it right now. Then we continue down all the way to this range, 61,000 today. But for that, we have to basically get 64 has to be broken, and we're gonna go lower. Other than that, if we want to go towards upside, once we hold 65,673, then we're talking about the psychological range has to be grabbed back, and then we continue up. That if we want to do it, whenever we want to do it towards upside, we have to get the psychological level. Going downside could be probable. One thing though, this is like far reach right now, but this could kind of pick up on the volume even bigger and completely come back up, right? This a little move towards downside right around here when I showed the liquidation and everything. This was because there were a lot of liquidations and a lot of large orders around here. So whether this was just another buy opportunity, then to continue up and then sell at a higher price, or this was actually a distribution to just start selling and then go lower to 58, 59, which could happen this week. Today, China and Japan was closed, but this dump happened on Asian market. That is ironic, isn't it? Okay, so that being said, now I want to talk about other stuff, but let's take a picture of this first. Alright, place it in our documentation. There we go. Now I want to talk about the liquidations. Right. This is Kyokara. I don't want to talk about that. I do want to talk about this. So let's go BTC. Alright, so we can see now towards upside. This is 24 hours. Let me just change the format. So in the past 24 hours, we do have a little bit of liquidation there, but towards the upside, there's a lot to be grabbed. Jesus, right? What about 3 days? Again, towards the upside. Towards the downside, it looks like we cleared most of the liquidations. Nothing much to grab. Then I go for basically the month. Around 68,000. Big liquidations there. This is over the month, by the way. We do have some at, what, 60 flat, 60, 58. Right there, you can see it. At the very bottomish. Can I zoom in here? Hold on. Okay. could see that there's a lot around there. Let's take it. So just coming back to hit that 68. If it holds there, then that is it. And imagine if you come back and hit that 68. That would be hilarious. Is that large orders? Let's take a look at the large orders. What I don't understand is we dumped it when there was no market. I mean, it happened before. Holy shit, large orders. Okay, a lot of large orders towards the upside. 66, 66. What is that? 68. Bring me 68. Yeah. These are fresh ones, by the way. Not much towards downside. Most of it's been grabbed. They're all fresh. Right here, these orders came in. Right here. They dumped it as we were going down, then these orders came in. Interesting. Interesting. Is it to just put more pressure towards downside? Is that it? Why are you dumping it now? Let's talk about, I mean, the low leverage, I think towards downside is now bigger than ever. It's now bigger than ever. Oh, we cleared it. Okay. Towards upside is bigger than ever. What are you talking about? Sorry. That's stack. What is going on? The pictures are not getting to the best quality that I want. It's fine. All the high leverage towards downside's been cleared out other than that 64. Whatever that one is. 64,086. Towards upside, around 68,000. Look at these high leverage. So there's a possible reason it fucking wakes up to there. Jesus Christ. I want that. That would be fun. Because a lot of people shorted over the weekend too, right? Imagine if we just kicked them all out. And then we go higher. I was like, you know what, bro? You guys were going down. You thought we're going down? Nope. No, it's up time. So, large order. Big chunk towards upside. Nothing big around 60. I didn't see anything big around 60. I think most of it were below 60, the big ones. The big ones actually come from 63. It's around 60 and 50. Okay, so we could go down there. Nothing big until, I would say until around 61. So heat map. Heat map. large liquidation around 68. 68 levels. Very huge. Medium and high leverage. Look at a Kyokara picture. So Kyokara, even Kyokara shows a lot, some interest around 68. 68 was the point of control where we lost it, we dumped. I think we're gonna come back to it. Order book depth. Order book pressure. We need that picture too. I'm gonna come back to it. 68 and then maybe dump it further. So slowly move back to 68. No. Move back to 68. 68,760. Move back to 760. Then if it does not hold the daily or psi range, fail. I would say below, closing below 65, 67, 3.7, can push it further down to around 60k bid orders. I was leaning it long, the downside for 1.2%, then come back up, which resulted in move further down to around 64. So I was wrong. Anyway, BTC. See if it wants to do it today or not. Why do I feel like there's two musics right now? But there is so far. Meine Sana. All right. Okay, back to the chart. So now let's talk about ETH. I think the start of this was 45.05. Didn't I draw some arrows and stuff like that? What happened to those? Anyway, guess I gotta draw it again. All right. So ETH is holding this area. Once it loses it, definitely gonna come back down. It could come back to the daily. If you hold it, you're gonna continue up. See what happened. Again, on the majors and on everything, this could have been just a buy opportunity to then go higher and sell, or it could have been basically distributing right here, and then now they're gonna sell it and go down. See what happened. But that's that. So either this or this for today. Obviously, if you don't gain this, it doesn't matter where you end up around here. You're still gonna go down. So either, yeah, there could be a consolidation this big range as well. Right. Just take a picture. Daily. Daily. Obviously on daily, there's another picture too. I'm gonna add to it. Okay, let's talk about the liquidation on it. Let me just first load the liquidation and everything, and then we go talk about it. I don't want to, wait for it to load every time. You guys want to take a look at the liquidations? Look at this. A lot of liquidation. Fresh one. Fresh one. There are some around 19, but big ones are still around that 2012. Around that 2000. There's some fresh one too around 1900. Look at Yank. Let's take a look at the 3 days, and then we take a look at the month. Just like the other one. Yeah, the fresh liquidities are the best ones on ETH. The fresh ones are the best ones. I don't know if we're gonna just go and grab the fresh ones. We might. These big buys around 14, 15, 17, and 1800. Holy shit. We got around 19, 2000. We got some sales coming in. This one there for 15 days. This came in just fresh 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago. It's been there for 13 days, 14 days. That was a large one, by the way. I think it did add it here, didn't it? Should have two pictures. No. No? Didn't get. orders around 1,700. Huge. So huge. Which is gonna end up around that thing that I discussed. Talk about the levels. Around 2,100 and around that 2,000 flat is some high leverage. Not very high, but some high leverage. Some high leverage. Medium leverage is way more. We do have some around that 1,800, but big chunk of medium leverage around 20,000, 2,000. I didn't place the first picture, unfortunately. Again, around 2,000, we do have low leverage as well. Even if above at 2,050, let's say. And obviously the high leverage. One more time. So large orders. Big orders around 70 and around 280 and above to 2,050. Around 2,050. Heat map. Fresh low lick. Liquidations around 1841, 1840, and more lick around 2000. Levels very big, medium, and a couple low. LVG around 2000. That's that as well. Okay. Okay, so if ETH comes above 1886 and holds above it, then it could regain, then it could aim for short squeeze around 2000, in my opinion. In my opinion. Failing to hold 1886.35 will result in 1760 and lower, where huge chunk of orders. Orders up. Thought it's gonna do 1.2%, it did not, and went lower to buy side liquidity. see if everything would be as is. So I need to take a order book pressure picture. And a Kyokara picture. Let's take a look at Kyokara on ETH. Gotta change my workspace from BTC to ETH. High pressure is still there, bit pressure is still there, point of control 1965. So yeah, we're exactly lost at 1965. So if it wants to get it back, it should be there. 794. Let's give it a little bit more. Moving in a controlled manner. There are some orders around 1949. That's what happened. Okay, Solana. OP. Look at that. What's Pepe doing? Oh, Pepe. One of the strong ones. Not gonna lie. One of the strong ones. Alright, let's go on Solana. So then I could just cut the video. Well, I've talked about Solana as well, I guess. I mean, weekly, we went below the golden area. Daily. Let's look at daily picture. So this daily could be still in play. We haven't yet hit the bottom. But over the 4 hour, I have tree projection. I'm gonna give a 4 hour too. So either we go up, we gain, or we go up and then come back down, or we don't even go up, we just come back down, which that doesn't look the thing. Alright, now we go with the large orders and everything once again, just to understand where we are every day. I think it's very important. change the workspace to Solana. And it crashes. And we're gone. Now that everything is ready, just gonna jump on it. So let's first take the Qcata. So we could see that on the Qcata we got big orders around 83 and then some around 67, 66. Those 66, 67 been there for a while. Usually you start from the beginning. Now this time I started from the end, which is Qcata. Let's go with the large orders. These are perpetuals. I could take a look at the spot too. Some of those orders at 98, 97 have been there for 2 weeks. Is that a paste? No. A lot of sells around 91, a lot of buys around 70, 60, 60 we got a lot. 60 and 50 we got a lot. Okay. What about the liquidation? 3 days. Look at that. Fresh liquidity towards downside as well. We've grabbed some late shorters right there. People who shorted from the absolute bottom, they got wrecked. The people who are still shorting, they probably gonna get wrecked if it wants to continue up. But you gotta ask yourself, is there any reason to come back down after such a very fast move towards downside? Fast move, wasn't it? Huh? 48 hours. Then liquidation levels. High leverage, we do have some around that 88, 90, but most importantly are, I think, medium leverages right now. They are through the roof at this point. Did we copy it? Did we paste it? What happened? Okay. So let's take a look at medium ones. I think they're through the roof right now. Holy shit, look at that. after a fast spiky move towards downside, it only makes sense to come back up, right? I'm gonna name the YouTube title "The Dip Buying Before the Top Selling." There are some low liquidations over the top as well, around that 90. Where is it? Right around here. Big one at 90. And the order book depth, we can see like the asks are coming in. The bids are there still, but the asks are coming in. So maybe they want to sell some right now. Let's see order books. So I know large order, huge bids around 77, then around 60. Also huge asks from 88 to 90. Heat map, red licked around, I think it was around 84 if I'm right on that. Right? Let me check the chart one more time. Around 78, sorry, around 77. And big ones around 88 to 90. Okay, levels. Huge medium level around 88. And one big low level at 90. That's how we do this. If it holds 78.52, we could aim for a short squeeze to daily. Simple, right? Just roll. If it holds the 78.52, it could aim for a short squeeze to daily open 82.75. Losing 78.52 will result in another leg down to those big asks, big bids around 77. I was leaning towards upside, which it did not do it downwards. Alright, so this is done. So Solana is done, everything is done. Now all we need to do is to just cut it. Donezo.